What's up, gamers? It's Above, and in today's video, we'll be covering the top 10 Gunsmith god rolls you should be chasing before Witch Queen. In case you missed it, DMG tweeted that we should begin spending all of our Gunsmith materials. Bungie hasn't had us do this before, which means there's likely going to be a material wipe in preparation for weapon crafting. So if we're dumping all of our materials, I thought it'd be helpful to have a list of weapons to look out for in preparation for Witch Queen. Bungie noted in a previous TWAB that scout rifles, bows, auto rifles, and submachine guns will be a focus of the upcoming artifact, so this list will be weighted towards those weapon types. If you enjoyed today's video, a like and subscription would be greatly appreciated. Now let's get into the top 10 weapons you should be farming next season. Starting us off at number 10, we have the first in, last out. Though fusions have dominated the close range special weapon meta this season, particle deconstruction is going to be going away, and I fully expect slug shotguns to see more use in Witch Queen. Philo is one of the best slug shotguns in the game, and the god roll you're looking for is auto-loading holster in column 3 and Vorpal in column 4. If you want to test your luck, you can also keep an eye out for assault mag in column 2 to increase the rate of fire. This weapon offers high damage per shot and great total damage, making it a fantastic option for both melting bosses and champions. Slugs don't need a seasonal artifact mod to be great, so be sure to pick up a Philo before Witch Queen if you don't have one already. At number 9, we have the Geon 7. Though pulses likely won't be included in next season's artifact, the Geon 7 makes the list because it's one of the best primaries to have when pulses eventually make their return to the artifact in future seasons. It's a workhorse, and its perk pool is built for endgame content, with Disruption Break being the perk of choice in column 3, and either Rampage or Outlaw being the perks of choice in column 4. Disruption Break grants 50% bonus damage to your kinetic weapons when you break an enemy shield, an effect that also works on barrier champions. You can never go wrong with Outlaw, as it's still one of the best reload perks in the game, or you can go with Rampage to give the Geon 7 a little extra punch with double damage perks. Adaptive pulses are a really solid archetype, so keep an eye out for this pulse as you dump your materials. Coming in at number 8, we have the Falling Guillotine. This weapon was introduced during Season of Arrivals and has dominated the sword category for well over a year now. Though it's been nerfed on 2 separate occasions, it's still a viable weapon that's easily accessible to all players. So if you're a new light or didn't purchase the 30th anniversary DLC, this is a great sword to pick up. The god roll you're looking for consists of Relentless Strikes in column 3 and Whirlwind Blade in column 4. Relentless Strikes refunds sword ammo on successive sword hits, while Whirlwind Blade gives you increased sword damage as you land rapid sword blows on an enemy, up to 30% bonus damage at max stacks. This remains one of the best swords in Destiny, so definitely keep an eye out when turning in packages if you don't have one already. At number 7, we have the Scavelock. The original version of this weapon was sunset with Beyond Light, and was reintroduced to Destiny during Season of the Lost. Though 600 RPM autos aren't as dominant as they once were, they're still widely regarded as the best archetype of auto rifles in today's sandbox. My recommended god roll would be Subsistence in column 3 and Rampage in column 4. This roll makes the Scavelock an ad clear monster. You build damage stacks with Rampage, while Subsistence refunds ammo back to your magazine with each kill. Since auto rifles have the largest magazines of any weapon type, Subsistence refunds way more bullets per kill than weapons like SMG or Scouts do. This weapon also has a default zoom stat of 20, which gives it roughly 5 extra meters of range over other 600 RPM autos. Unfortunately, the Scavelock isn't able to roll anti-champion perks like Vorpal, which knocks it down to number 7 on this list. With that said, this is still a fantastic weapon that will slay in 99% of content, so I definitely recommend picking one up if you can. Coming in at number 6, we have the Annual Skate. The solar 140 RPM hand cannon fills a pretty specific need within the Destiny sandbox. It's one of just 3 solar hand cannons in the entire game, and is the only one that can roll with any sort of explosive damage perk. This means it's a great primary weapon to pair with popular exotics like Arbalist, Izanagi's Burden, or Witherhoard. My personal god roll would be Outlaw in column 3 and Timed Payload in column 4. Outlaw grants a significant boost to reload speed on precision kills, while Timed Payload provides up to a 16% damage bonus. This perk also significantly significantly staggers enemies and registers as an additional hit on champions, allowing for faster, more consistent stuns. Though hand cannons likely won't be featured in next season's artifact, definitely pick this weapon up because it fills a big need in the Destiny sandbox. Kicking off our top 5, we have the Arsenic Bite. This arc bow is a lightweight frame that can roll with an extremely unique perk set, including my personal god roll of Rampage in column 3 and Explosive Head in column 4. Rampage is pretty useful on bows because once the Rampage stacks get going, it's really easy to maintain those stacks. Bows are high damage per shot and Rampage only amplifies that. Explosive Head grants an additional 11% bonus to precision hits and a 15% bonus to non-precision damage. I'm typically not a fan of lightweight frame bows. I actually prefer precision frames because they hit much harder in PvE with a very minuscule trade-off in draw time, but this roll makes the Arsenic Bite an exception. It hits extremely hard once the Rampage stacks get going, and Explosive Head makes it a consistent anti-champion weapon. Combine this with the fact that lightweight frames have the shortest average draw time, and you have an incredible anti-barrier bow next season. At number 4, we have the Night Watch. This 200 RPM scout rifle is consistently one of the best primary weapons in the entire game, regardless of seasonal artifact mods. It's become a fan favorite because 200 RPM scouts are the perfect balance between a high rate of fire, solid damage, and this one specifically has an unbelievable perk pool. My god roll consists of Rapid Hit in column 3 and Explosive Payload in column 4. Rapid Hit is fantastic on scouts because they're precision-based weapons and don't rely on kills to give you an outstandingly fast reload. Explosive Payload is a must-have perk for PvE because similar to Timed Payload and Explosive Head, it offers 11% bonus damage on precision hits and a 15% bonus to non-precision damage. Though it's a fantastic weapon, it comes in at number 4 for one simple reason, and that is the fact that you're guaranteed an overflow explosive payload version of this scout from the New Light quest. So instead of wasting Gunsmith materials to chase this exact god roll, you can get an exceptional roll from Shah Han in just 10 minutes. Coming in at number 3, we have the Stochastic Variable. This 900 RPM SMG is one of the most slept on weapons in Destiny, despite having perks that give it a similar time to kill to pre-nerf Recluse. In column 3, we have Feeding Frenzy, perk that grants increased reload speed based on rapid kills. And in column 4, we have Multi-Kill Clip. This damage perk grants a 50% damage bonus at max stacks, which is the highest of any damage perk in the entire game. This synergizes perfectly with Feeding Frenzy because Multi-Kill Clip will allow you to kill multiple targets within a single magazine, giving you a faster reload, allowing you to refresh your damage bonus with ease. This gun is insane when the perks start to ramp up. Though it doesn't have ideal champion perks, it's an ad clear monster that's simply too impressive to pass up. When you pair this with the fact that few people have this god roll, there's no better time to chase it than right now. At number 2, we have the Truth Teller. Grenade launchers used to be the top dogs of DPS, but they've transformed into weapons focused on ad clear and enemy suppression. Breach loaders commonly come with a perk called Blinding Grenades, which is arguably the most broken utility we have in Destiny right now. This perk allows you to infinitely suppress enemies as long as you have ammo. There's no cooldown, and the radius on blinding nades is extremely forgiving. This perk prevents enemies from shooting back at you, meaning you can either kill them for free or delay their attacks to stay alive longer. The Truth Teller is the ultimate utility weapon. It not only offers blinding grenades in column 2, it also offers auto-loading in column 3 and disruption break in column 4. So, you shoot your Truth Teller, break the shield of a Void Major while simultaneously blinding nearby enemies. You swap to your primary and get 50% bonus damage from disruption break for 5 seconds. You then swap back to your Truth Teller, which has auto-reloaded itself, allowing you to re-blind the surrounding enemies. The synergy of this role is top tier and will help you get through some of the hardest content that Destiny has to offer. Finally, at number 1, we have the Ikelos SMG. This weapon dominated PvE prior to the Warmind Cell nerf and will likely surface as the most used primary again next season with the return of Overload SMG. Aggressive frame submachine guns are the highest DPS SMGs in the game, making them ad clear machines and great for suppressing champions. This weapon's perk pool is outstanding as well and will shine regardless of the activity you're in. In column 4, you have Vorpal, Demolitionist, Disruption Break, and surrounded. The perks in column 3 aren't as appealing, but threat detector is a solid option that increases reload speed by 55% and handling by 43% when within 15 meters of 2 or more enemies, which happens a lot in PvE. Now pair this with the fact that the Ikelos SMG can make Warmind cells, and you have the best SMG in Destiny 2. And for just 3 mod points, Global Reach gives you incredible ad clear, and can be paired with Demo for ability regen, Disruption Break to buff your primary weapons, or Vorpal to suppress champions with ease. This weapon has almost no downsides, which is why it tops the list of the must-have weapons to chase before Witch Queen. Well guys, that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to see more content like this in the future. And be sure to leave a comment down below if there's any weapons you think that I missed. Well guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!